Let's do a quick front orchard tour, and if you're new to my page, I live just outside of Tampa, Florida. Fun fact, unfun fact, I have over 100 banana plants here, and it's fun because I have a consistent supply of bananas, which is great. Unfun fact, every time I see one at a nursery that I don't already own that variety, I have to buy it, and that's unfun for my bank account. And that's kind of ridiculous because each plant you already have produces a bunch of babies every year, so bananas are exponential. And because my first section of bananas is running out of space, this is the second section that I've been putting new pups and new purchases in that I don't give away. So some of these you can see are staked because we had a huge Hurricane Milton and it knocked over some of my trees. I'm also putting in a new hedge of figs over here in the sun. This one happens to be a red banana. The fruits are actually red. And then this is a true blue Java, which is also called an ice cream. This is a Pakistani mulberry. These put on huge mulberries. A baby Kiri mango. This is a Florida Prince peach. My favorite variety here is Tropic Beauty, but I had a really hard time finding them last year when I was putting in new trees, so I bought a couple Florida Princes, which are very similar. The rest of the bigger peach trees over there that you'll see in a moment are Tropic Beauty. This is a Russian pomegranate. Definitely recommend this over the wonderful pomegranate. And that's what a pomegranate flower and baby pomegranate looks like. This is an Adamoya. I really like these. They're delicious. I also have a cherry moya and a sugar apple. They're all related. And that's what a baby Adamoya looks like. Super cool, interesting fruits. Another baby mango. This one's a Nam Dak Mai. Two Scarlet Beauty plums. These just finished their season and need to be pruned desperately bad. A new avocado that I'm blanking on the name. This one is a star fruit. I just put this one in last week. And one of my favorite avocados, I have 4 avocado trees here. This is one of my favorites. This is a Brongden. They have a very thin skin, so you won't see them for sale in grocery stores because they don't transport well, but they do taste delicious. This is an ice cream bean. This gave me 1 fruit last year, and I'm hoping for a couple more this year. They definitely take some patience. Some guavas, and these are Ooh La La or Super Hass avocados. I have 2 of these. I almost lost them a few years ago to a frost, so they definitely are smaller than they normally would be, but they are doing great and coming back. Some guavas. I have pineapple and pink guava here, and they are really great fruit to grow if you live in Florida. They're delicious, very fragrant, and the ducks being chaotic. I actually don't know what this is. I need to look it up. It has thorns. I need to look it up. I forgot what it was and did not mark the pot, but I planted it. Some more guavas. I have 6 here, which seems to be plenty, and they produce more and more every year. You'll know when they're ripe because they're super, super fragrant. You'll be able to smell them from across the property. I have 17 different varieties of citrus here, from oranges, lemons, limes, kumquats, grapefruits. I have a pomelo, so we can peruse through here for a moment. This is a lemon of some sort. I think it's a Eureka. This is a kumquat. Kumquats are fun. They're delicious. And they put on these tiny little citruses that you eat the whole fruit. This is a pomelo. Super delicious. This is actually still very small. Peach trees, these are the Tropic Beauties. These just got pruned a couple weeks ago after they were finished fruiting. Those just finished. And here's another avocado from the Super Hass. Probably my favorite fruit are Barbados cherry. These are so delicious. The year I lost my mango tree, I also lost my 2 Barbados cherries to that frost. So if we get a real frost this season, I'll be sure to protect them. My second favorite is definitely the Tropic Beauty peaches. They produce so well. This is a caviar lime or a finger lime. These are delicious and very mild. They are also immune to citrus greening. So that is a definite plus here in Florida. I have seen no signs of citrus greening on my trees yet, so fingers crossed. This is a Jaboticaba. I have a black and a red. I just put those in this year. This is a Hack IP lychee, which also went in last week. I do have a few citrus and whatnot in my front yard that just went in as well. Lots and lots of passion fruit. Passion fruit can get absolutely out of hand if you don't keep it pruned, but I do love it, and there's a bunch of it. One of my Welsh Harlequins hatched 2 little baby ducklings the other day. They're so cute. They've been running around and I've been having to find them every night and lock them up, which has not been super fun. Most of my grapes are in the garden on the cattle panel arches, but I'm trying to grow them on the sides of my chicken coops. Each one of my chicken coops also gets a mulberry tree. So I have probably 20 mulberry trees here, which is really nice for the birds, and they're delicious. These are Thai giant elephant ears. These are not edible, but I do love this little section back here. Adjacent to the Thai giants is a 30 by 150 foot section of just elderberries. And I almost stepped on this turkey hen sitting undoubtedly on a nest of eggs. So note to self. But yeah, if you put in 1 elderberry bush, it will become 30. These spread like crazy. This is the native variety, so it's not a hazard to my ecosystem, but just so you know. My largest citrus tree is a sour orange. This was here when I moved here, and it makes a really good drink, but it is just starting to produce again for the season. Some blackberries. This whole section needs to be pruned like crazy. And this is mostly cassava. Cassava is an absolute staple here. Highly recommend. And alongside it is some cranberry hibiscus. And if you made it this long, thank you for taking a walk with me. And please let me know if you have any questions in the comments.